Hi, and welcome to this episode of The Hot Seat. I'm your host, Jeff Cawley, along with co-host off screen today, Jason Lowry. Today's special guest, we're doing mock interviews up here at UniTec, and one of the guys interviewing in our Power Sports and Power Equipment program is Josh Harris. And Josh is from Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Expanded a little bit now. You guys are going to have a facility up near Festus.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your Farmington store versus your Festus store.
Well, Farmington's been here since 1996, Jeff, and I think we kept getting a lot of customers from north, so we had to figure out how to expand, but to accommodate that clientele, so we decided to open a store up in Festus, and now we have one in Poplar Bluff too. So we have.
I was in Poplar Bluff yesterday, saw your store down there, great spot down there. What are you going to offer at Festus? Anything different than what you're offering at Farmington, or is it pretty much the same thing, you just did a separate location to make it more convenient for customers?
So really, we're trying to mirror what we do, our business practice. So we try to separate ourselves a little bit from the competition, but we are going to do some more like specialty tunes and stuff like that. We're Can-Am and Kawasaki in Festus, and we're doing on-road and off-road in Festus.
Okay.
And so, but our focus up there is to kind of like what we did in Farmington. You know, we like to build relationships and sell and service our friends.
Sure.
And but we're going to do some specialty stuff like high-line tunes and stuff like that up at that location.
If you haven't been to Midwest Sports Center, one of the cleanest facilities as far as going into a showroom, and you're in a small area there.
Yeah.
But you have maximized that space, and you have really it's a nice place to visit. So
well, thank you.
You need to see someone about your power sports needs. This is your guy. He is in the hot seat today. The great thing about it, he knew nothing about it. He showed up for the mock interview, and Jason Lowry said, "You know who would be great to have in the hot seat today? Yeah, let's grab Josh." And I said, "Okay." So I said, "Just follow me down here," and he's down, and we're. So here we go. You ready to go, sir?
I'm ready to do it.
Question number one. I'll start you off easy with a multiple choice. Journey, Van Halen, or the Eagles?
Oh, Journey.
You're a Journey guy. Okay. You have two great kids, Logan and Gage. Name something about each one of those boys that's made you proud.
You know, I'm
because they're two totally different boys.
They are totally opposite, totally opposite spectrum. I guess with both of them, what's made me proud is their ethics. Mm-hmm. You know, they both are very ethical young men now. Mm-hmm. And you know, we've tried to instill in both of our kids, Shelly and I both, is to try and teach them. You know, we want them to treat people just like they want to be treated.
Right.
And matter of fact, we do that with our employees.
I made a comment to the West County superintendent and their board a couple weeks ago that recognizing a student, and the thing I said was, he's a good young man, not just a student, but a good person, and I think that's what you got with your kids as well.
Yeah.
What kind of car did you drive when you were in high school? What was your first car?
My first vehicle was a 1981. Oh my goodness, what was that? It had T-tops. It was really cool. Jeff, I can't think of what it's called.
Left a lasting impression on.
Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Well, actually, I'll tell you, my first vehicle that I had was a motorcycle, a 1983 Honda 550 Custom.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't afford a car. So
It'd be nice to have that again.
Yeah.
Okay, what song would you pick for a slow dance?
For a slow dance? Gosh. Jeff, I'm sorry.
More of a fast dance guy?
Probably something from Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks, The Dance, maybe.
The Dance, there we
All
go.
Right, there you go. All right. Have you ever had a nickname?
Yeah.
There's no way that you're Rodney Harris's son and you didn't have a nickname.
You know, everybody, they just called me Harris.
Yeah.
And we'll keep it clean.
You like to travel a lot. What's been your favorite vacation so far?
You know, I like going to Wisconsin. We go up there and go snowmobiling as a family, and we have an absolute blast. It's beautiful, it's scenic, and we're outdoorsy people, mm-hmm. You know, so Wisconsin, Eagle River, Wisconsin.
Now that you were talking this morning, you're headed to one of my favorite places. You're going to northern Arizona, southern Utah this summer.
Yeah, that was
Moab,
that was the boys' idea. They want us to go out to Moab and go side by side.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, name some of your favorite local restaurants around here that you really enjoy visiting.
Well, probably one of my favorite restaurants for lunchtime is Culver's in Farmington. I absolutely love Culver's.
Okay.
And then best place to get fried chicken in town is here in Bonne Terre at Gosh, what's
Like
it called?
Homestead?
Homestead.
Oh, they have good chicken.
I'm not kidding you. They're chicken.
Oh, that's great.
And I wear it well.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon guy. You know, it's a Christmas movie. We have this argument all the time, the guys here. Anything filmed at Christmas, they think it's a Christmas movie, so we just roll with Lethal Weapon being a Christmas
Hey, I'm
movie.
telling you, that works. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've got
love
their,
Lethal Weapon.
I got their plaques hanging up downstairs. So
What's one thing that was popular when you were in high school that's no longer popular? Maybe it was a fad then and no one's doing it now.
tight rolling your jeans.
Well, we get that a lot. We get that answer a lot. You know, people cuff them at the bottom, roll them up.
You know, my son started to do that. As I looked at his son, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
That's not going to work.
That'll wear off. Okay. If you had a superpower, what would you want it to be?
Superpower, I would want to be super strong.
Super strong.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who would play Josh Harris in a movie about yourself?
My son Logan.
Logan Harris would play Josh, the only guy that could pull it off.
That kid, he is a
He's
mirror-
animated enough, I'll give you that.
He is a mirror image of me.
Hilarious, funny guy. If you had a friend visiting from another country, where in Missouri what would you want to take them to see in Missouri?
You know, honestly, if I had someone from another country,
Uh-huh.
I would want to take them down around Black.
Uh-huh.
I love it down there. Black, Missouri. I mean, just the countryside, the rivers. It is beautiful. It's one
Right.
of my favorite spots in Missouri.
Okay, great.
I know it sounds weird.
No,
but
no,
it is
we
absolutely beautiful.
had several people answer, you know, the Ozarks, and they want to be outside more than, you know, your traditional answer is we'll take them to the Arch or Busch Stadium or the brewery. But I'm the same way. I'd rather be outside than
Oh,
be
my
inside
gosh.
at a you know, tour somewhere. Okay, in your opinion, you're a car guy too, so I like this question. What's the ugliest vehicle ever produced?
The Ford Pinto.
Ford Pinto.
Ford Pinto, or what was the Chrysler made same year range? I can't think of it.
Omni.
What
They
were
made
they
that Omni.
thinking?
Yeah, it wasn't very. Yeah,
It's just not a cool car. I said drive it if I had to, but the Pinto
Yeah.
ranked right up there with it.
yeah. I saw a car the other day, and I remember I was telling the guy I was with, I was like, "Who bought that?
What were they
Who looked at
thinking?
that and thought there's a good purchase option for me?" I don't know what they were thinking. I like this question too. What's your favorite product that you sell at Midwest Sports Center?
My favorite product that I sell at Midwest Sports Center for a machine would probably be the new Razor Pro XP.
Okay.
Absolutely. For off-road, absolutely amazing.
And is that a 1,000? What's the CC?
It is actually a 900 cc engine with just amazing amount of torque and horsepower, and the turbo that's in it, just absolutely incredible.
Oddly enough, we were talking about this earlier. You just sold Mr. Tiemann, who's our power sports guy, one, and of course Mr. Tiemann, as soon as he gets it, takes it completely apart and beefs it up and does all kinds of aftermarket stuff. And he took me for a ride in it the other day out here, and I don't want to go for another ride with him. That thing runs like a GTO.
I can't believe you got in it with him.
Oh, I wish you'd have been there to tell me, but that thing was super fast and super
Amazing.
fun.
Yeah.
But so that's your favorite one. Okay, the
Yep.
Razor. What's your favorite sport?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Or, you know, baseball I like to watch college baseball, and you know, I like to watch basketball.
Yeah.
I like to
What's
watch
your
college baseball.
favorite college baseball team?
You know, I'm a big supporter of our local college.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What other type of business would you be in if you couldn't be in this business anymore?
What would I do? I'd
Yeah.
be in aviation. I'd fly airplanes.
Aviation. We talked about that. You called about some property I had one time because you wanted to see
Wanna
if it was
land?
long enough that you could land your plane in there.
That's right.
Go ahead and land it. I don't care.
That's right.
Who are some of your favorite teachers in high school?
You know, one of my favorite teachers, matter of fact, I'll tell you, UniTec, I went to Bismarck High School, loved all my teachers, always had a good relationship with them.
Who was the principal there when you were there?
So we had a couple different principals when I was there. Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones was an awesome man. And I guess throughout school, he pretty much followed me right through. So
Right,
he technically
right.
was my principal.
Right. Okay.
So, but UniTec here really pushed us to get through school and do our best. And I was more of a hands-on kid.
Right.
So
What program were you in up here?
Mr. White. I was
You
in
were Mr. White
collision
in-
repair
okay,
technology.
collision repair.
And Mr. Yunt.
Oh, yeah.
Dan Darty.
Everybody loves
You
Mike
know,
Hunt.
oh my gosh, just amazing group, and made a lifelong impression.
Great.
on
Well, that
me,
leads
so.
us to our next question. So we take power sports and collision out of the mix. If you're a junior or senior coming to UniTec next year, take those two programs out of the mix. What would interest you now?
You know, if I was coming in, I would probably do either electrician, auto mechanics is great too.
Right.
But the electrical trade up here, building trade, those are the two that I'd probably be the most interested in.
Those folks, when we talk about this, seems like every episode, because those kids come out with, we're doing mock interviews today, and one of the guys doing the construction interview told me, he said, I would hire almost every one of these kids today if they were eligible for employment. So yeah, there's jobs available. Hey, you did a great job. You are now officially off the hot seat. Again, thanks to our special guest, Mr. Josh Harris from Midwest Sports Center. Three locations, Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and a new store opening up. We think today you're going to have the store complete.
Construction's going to be done today.
So it'll be open real soon in Festus. Be sure and check those out. Be sure and like and subscribe to the digital media page here at UniTec. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.